another episode of Bottom of the Stream with Adam and Nick. My name is Adam.
My name is Nick. Welcome aboard.
How are you, Nick?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good. You're looking good?
I'm fighting fit.
Yeah?
I'm raring to go.
Nice.
And another week of news and chat
Fun and frolics.
from the world of streaming and movies.
Absolutely.
So that's what we are here for.
That is what we are here
How are you, Adam?
I'm well, thank you. I'm well. I've been good. This week seems like the longest week in the history of man.
Yeah?
Somebody at work said they're on day 74 of this week. It genuinely feels like that. It's been a long week.
Yes.
You?
Similar.
Yeah?
Yeah, some long days
Long days and pleasant nights.
of work. We get an extra day off at the weekend.
True, it is bank holiday.
Which is
This today, as this
today.
episode comes out.
Yeah.
Happy bank holiday, everybody.
Sure. What's the occasion of this? Just end of
Just
summer.
the end of summer bank holiday.
End
I
of
think.
summer holidays.
Is it just all the summer bank
Yeah,
holiday?
it's not like a obscure
No, there's not some sort of thing that we have to remember to celebrate.
whatever St. Swithin's Day is. I'm still not sure what that is.
Is that a thing?
I think so.
Since Women's Day. No, I don't think we have to remember to celebrate anything.
No, fine.
It's coming quite up to near where the Queen died.
Just to
I don't
barbecue in
think
the
that's
rain.
it. Yeah, barbecue.
She's been in the news this week.
Has she?
The Queen.
What's she been up to?
The ex-Queen. Well, is she still the Queen? The dead
No,
Queen?
she's not still. Camilla's the Queen.
Okay.
What's
The
dead
last
Queen
Queen.
been up to?
For some quotes have surfaced about like some things she said when Donald Trump was over in 2019, I think,
really?
on the state visit.
No, it's
And
the complimentary things.
not very. No.
Oh, good.
She called him rude and
Yeah.
cast aspersions on the employment status of his children.
I always like that woman. I
Basically.
always had a lot of respect for her.
She was slaying.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about the Queen.
Kind of killed the conversation there.
Queen. Dead.
Queen's
Still
dead.
dead.
Been dead for a while.
Actually,
Oh, we've got some news.
no. I saw my first bit of King money this week.
Oh,
as
really?
well.
I
Yeah.
still haven't seen any King money.
There was a £5 note in our
Oh,
house,
okay.
and it had the King on.
You kept it?
No, I don't know. I don't think it was mine. It
Yes.
was in my wallet, and
If
I
it's
think
money in your house, it's not yours.
I think it's since gone to someone else who lives in my house. So,
Are we supposed to be collecting King money? Is it
oh,
not
wait,
value? Is it
that a
value? I
thing?
don't know.
Is that like when you had to collect the Paddington 50p coins?
Maybe.
But surely there'll just be loads of King
Yeah,
money.
eventually they will, but
Yeah.
these early editions, it's like first edition books.
How do you know if it's first edition? Do you have to look up the serial number?
It's early, innit?
It's early,
I
isn't
don't
it?
know. It's early, innit?
No, it's not for me.
Cool.
Uh,
I've got a question of the week for you.
I barely ever have proper money.
I don't know.
so-
I can't tell you the last time I had cash in my possession.
Yeah.
I've got a question of the week for you. I've got
Okay.
one for you this week. So We'll start
Perfect.
with that, shall we?
Yes.
It's a would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather find 1,000 cockroaches living in your attic
Okay.
or a person living in your attic?
Cockroaches.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quick.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really
Not-
tough one
not
to
a
figure
person.
out. You don't want a person living
No.
in your attic.
How long's he been there, or she?
You don't know that.
Exactly.
You don't know how long the cockroaches have been there either.
Yeah, but I could understand in my brain that cockroaches are something that may find an attic a safe, dry, warm.
So would a person.
Yes, but a cockroach could get in through a gap in the guttering or the. Do you know what I mean?
Depends how big the gap in the gutter is.
How's the person got in? That means they've had to be in my house.
True.
And also, if they're living in my attic, they're probably coming down to steal my tea
Yeah, probably.
and
Food and stuff and
I don't know,
Clothes.
watch my TV.
use your shower.
Yeah, they might be sniffing my pants.
Might be.
I'm not having that.
No.
No.
Okay, that's interesting. 1,000 cockroaches, a lot of
You
cockroaches.
can get rid of them.
You can get rid of the person.
Yeah, I
It'd
know
be
you
easier
can.
to get rid of the person.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
You got to haul them. What if they're like?
You can call the
What
police.
if they're like? That's still not easy.
No, but it's easier than 1,000 cockroaches.
I think I'm taking the cockroaches. I've got too many questions, but I like. How long have they been there? Do I know them? Is it just a rando?
I'm going to answer all of these questions just off the top of my head. Ask me them again.
Do I know this person?
Yes.
So it's not a random.
It's a random,
D-
but you do know them.
Oh right, okay. So someone who I either know,
It's an
know
acquaintance.
friend or family
It's an acquaintance.
has snuck it, but I don't know they're there.
You'll just know this person's name, but you don't really know them. You know who they are.
that's
you know
Dave
that's
from-
Dave from the pub.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've seen him around.
He's like a nodding friend.
Yeah.
Who walks down the road every now and again.
Yeah, it's Colin, the crazy guy from the town.
No, I don't like this.
No.
No.
He's been there for 6 weeks.
Wow.
And
All through the summer. How did he get in?
At no point has he sniffed your pants. Though.
Okay. How did he get in? No, because I've got children.
Chimney.
And that is... No, we can't have a random in the house who lives there.
Okay. I think I agree. I think the cockroach is a less scary prospect.
But you got experience with cockroaches.
Very true. I think they're much harder to get rid of than the person. I think once the person's gone, it's over with. You know what sort of damage the cockroaches have done. If you've got them all, you'll never know if you've got them all.
Both of them are just as likely to chew through your wiring.
That's true.
Look,
Crazy Colin chew through your wiring.
I mean, if I'm being truly realistic,
Yeah.
we would know if someone was in our attic, right? Because it's not very accessible.
Yeah.
You cannot stand up. You can barely crouch in it.
Oh, really?
It is literally you are commandoing along
A
there.
small attic.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
So
by
it's
your,
not
knowing your house.
high.
I'm surprised you've got a small attic.
Yeah. There are not high eaves in the attic.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
And it's got a extremely small attic hole, which is in a cupboard
Oh, really?
in one of the bedrooms.
Have you ever been up in the attic?
Yeah, a few times.
Do you store stuff in the attic?
No.
No.
There's not enough room for storage.
Really? Nothing at all?
Like, you could slide a few flat things in there.
No, you can't get like your Christmas decorations up there or
No.
things. Your
No,
Christmas
they're
tree.
under the stairs.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Actually, conversely, there's loads of room under the stairs. Like, literally, you could could Harry Potter a bedroom under our stairs.
Yeah, you have got a big understairs. Yeah,
Like,
understairs.
I
I was
mean-
going to say undercarriage then, but that's not right. I keep my Christmas decorations up there,
Okay.
but I think that's pretty much the only thing. I think I go up there twice a year, once
Yeah.
to get them up and once to get them down. But you can stand up in my attic.
Right.
It isn't got any kind of flooring though,
No.
so you'd have to be very careful.
Yeah, you'd be through the yellow stuff.
You'd be in here, and you don't want that. No. We don't want a leg coming through this
No.
ceiling, do we? That'd be a
No.
nightmare. Okay.
How
good
would I
question.
find out that there's a person in my attic? Would it be because there's some
he
legs
falls through.
dangling above my bed?
Yeah, you wake up one morning and there's a leg.
Like, why do I feel dusty?
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a pair
It's
of
Colin's leg. Suit trousers.
size 9 formal shoes dangling above me. Don't like that. No, don't like
No?
it. It's creeping me out.
There's that film, isn't there? Is it called Frogging or something? I don't think that's the name of the film, but that's the act of living in somebody's house without them knowing. I think it's called Frogging. There's a film, I watched it a while back.
Okay.
I think it's on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called though. But it's the art of living in somebody's house without them knowing. It's an actual
It
thing.
reminds me of Arrested Development when they have Pop Pop in the attic. And Michael Blue's like, you do what in the attic? Nice.
I think it's like it was a YouTube sensation thing a while back. It's like, see how long you can live there without anybody noticing.
Yeah.
Cool, good question.
Yeah, it is a good... Well, if you do say so yourself. Yes, very good question.
Good segment of the podcast is what I meant. We got some news.
Yeah, we have.
Shall we do some news?
Yeah, you kind of freaked me out a little
Sorry,
bit.
there isn't anybody living in your attic, I promise.
Don't feel comfortable. Okay, big news week this week.
Is it?
Yeah,
happened?
Netflix has gone commissioning crazy.
Oh, really?
Loads of new stuff
Coming.
announced this week. And in particular, quite a bit of UK-based content
Oh,
on its way.
well, that's always good.
Because last week was the Edinburgh TV Festival, hot on the heels of the Fringe.
The Fringe is still going on, isn't it?
Maybe they've
Maybe they coincide.
paralleled.
They must do.
I thought it had just finished, but maybe.
I thought it was the whole of August, but I might be wrong.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. I'm sure it does to some people.
Yeah, sure, if you're up there, I guess. So, yes, plenty of new commissions by Netflix in Britain. One of which is presumably because the David Beckham documentary did so well earlier this year,
Yeah.
is a new documentary about Victoria Beckham.
Oh, okay. We're not casting the net very wide.
No, I guess not. Apparently,
Next year is Brooklyn Beckham.
this will be an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at her fashion and beauty businesses.
Oh, okay. Sounds fun.
If that floats your boat.
I'm sure it floats some people's boats.
Also announced is another documentary
Okay.
on Take That,
Right.
a sort of retrospective in which all 5 original members will take part and be interviewed for.
Interesting. You know what happened the last time Take That had a documentary?
No.
They all got back together.
Did they?
Yes.
But they're always on tour. It's just...
There's only like 3 of them now. 2 of them now?
I'm just
3
trying
of them
to think. I've seen... When I went to see them live a few years ago, I think there was only 3 of them.
I think there's only 3 of them now.
Yeah.
Because Jason Orange retired or something, didn't he?
Yes.
So I think there's just Gary and Mark and the other one.
Howard. Yeah. Well, all 5 of them are going to be interviewed for this documentary.
Oh, they're probably getting back together then. That's probably happening.
Yeah. Even Jason Orange, who is the...
He's a bit of a hermit, isn't he? Does he not go
He
out
goes
there?
and just DJs and stuff, doesn't he?
Does he?
And I think he was the one that was knobbing Lulu at the time.
Wow.
Anyway.
Yes, I think he was.
Also...
You don't realise that now we're being filmed, you can get sued for that sort of thing.
Sorry, allegedly. So, also...
Not that anybody's watching them, you're fine.
Also, a documentary about a guy who I don't think we see enough on TV.
Okay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Right. Yeah, he's never on TV.
Which will follow him over 9 months in the lead up to the opening of his biggest restaurant venture to date.
Oh, okay. He's opening a new restaurant.
As well as balancing his personal time with his wife and their 6 children. I didn't know Gordon Ramsay had 6.
I knew he had a lot, but I didn't know he had 6. Oh. There must be a chef thing, 'cause Jamie Oliver's got about 12 as well, hasn't he? Allegedly.
There will also be documentaries forthcoming about the 7/7 London bombings.
Okay.
From 2005.
Right.
And Matchroom, The Greatest Showman, is a new sports documentary series which will get up close and personal with the biggest sport promoters in the world.
Right, okay.
From the worlds of snooker, darts, fishing, and boxing.
Okay.
Okay.
Fishing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interestingly, there was also a renewal for Black Doves, which is the Keira Knightley and Ben Whishaw spy thriller that has not even been released yet.
I was going to say, I don't think I know what that is. Okay.
I think we've mentioned it before, but it's already been renewed for a 2nd season.
Well, it's not even out yet.
Netflix have clearly liked what they have seen.
Okay.
In the edit suite.
Lots of stuff coming.
And, yeah, lots and lots of stuff. And it doesn't stop there.
Okay.
Because it is also being reported that Netflix is moving forward alongside Greg Berlanti, who has produced pretty much everything on TV. So he's behind all the a lot of the DC TV adaptations, so things like The Flash, or The Arrows, also Riverdale, My Policeman, which was the Harry Styles movie a couple of years ago, and Love, Simon as well. They're all his babies. He is working with Netflix, according to Deadline, on a new version of The Picture of Dorian Gray.
Oh, right, okay. Classic story.
Yeah. Deadline also reports, in a twist to the classic plot, the central characters Basil and Doran will be siblings.
Right.
And possibly female.
Are they not normally?
Well, they've changed. They've also changed Dorian to Doran.
Oh, right.
Without the I for some reason. So, yes, no official news or dates on that from Netflix. But if Deadline are reporting it, it's pretty much something.
Pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much happening. I feel like that might be modernised, brought into the modern day.
Yeah.
With the name changes and things.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll keep our eye on that for you.
Netflix has also announced a new adaptation of a Bella Mackie novel. Do you know who Bella Mackie is? She's the
name's not familiar to me.
She's the wife of Greg James.
Oh, is she?
The Radio 1 DJ and person. They've got a podcast together where they interview teachers.
Oh, okay.
They teach a lesson. I think it's called Teach Me a Lesson.
Oh, is it?
Anyway, she is also an author, and she has, I'm sure, been given a large amount of money by Netflix for them to adapt one of her novels How to Kill Your Family.
Oh, that's fun.
Which Netflix must be getting big behind because they have also cast the lead. And that will be the return to Netflix of Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, nice.
Back to TV. Because I kind of felt that like she was now in just a movie star.
Yeah, same.
Obviously famous for The Queen's Gambit.
Yes.
On Netflix.
I feel like she's got the killing the family vibe. I feel like that's good.
Possibly. This will be an 8-episode series, which follows Grace, who has a complicated family. Her father is Simon Artemis, a billionaire and ruthless social climber. Grace is the product of an affair Simon claims not to remember, which left her and her mother to fend for themselves. When her mother dies and Grace is rejected by the people who should love her, she transforms her anger into something useful, killing off her estranged extended family via morbidly creative means. Soon she is clawing her way towards revenge and a hefty inheritance.
That sounds great. I'm up for that.
It is also, interestingly, being scripted by Emma Moran, who is the lady showrunner, writer behind Extraordinary on Disney.
Oh, really? Okay.
So what that means for the future of that show, I'm not sure. But she is on this Netflix project.
Right.
Which feels like they're going to get behind big with some of the names involved with that already.
Yeah, definitely.
How to Kill Your Family.
That sounds like a perfect Anya Taylor-Joy vehicle for me. She gives off crazy vibes.
Yeah, she's seen what General Ortega's doing. She's just, I want some of that.
I'll have some of that.
I want some of that pop culture icon cake. We've not finished yet with a new commission and
wow, there's loads
series.
of stuff going on.
Netflix has also announced this week that they have greenlit another new drama from the UK called Legends.
Right.
A 6-part drama series which follows a thrilling criminal investigation in the early 1990s. At the height of the international war on drugs, the government agency in charge of Britain's borders realised that they were losing the battle against drug smuggling. Their solution was extraordinary. A small team of British customs employees were sent undercover, their task to infiltrate Britain's most dangerous drug gangs. However, they are not trained spies. These were ordinary men and women plucked from their ordinary lives, put through a basic training regime, and then told to build new identities in the criminal underworld.
Okay, that sounds fun.
That is on its way to Netflix. It will be run by Neil Forsyth, who was formerly showrunner on The Gold. I'm not sure what The Gold is.
I don't know what that is.
It feels like it might be like a ITV thing. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm not sure about the title Legends, because that was the name of the Tom Hardy Cray twins thing.
Yeah.
And it did seem to glamorise criminals, that name.
And that Will Smith film. And that Tom Cruise film from the 80s.
Yeah, but shut up. Next.
Next is some bad news for Hulk Hogan, I guess, because he's
oh no,
he's
it's
important.
always bad when nice people get bad news, isn't it?
You know, famous racist Hulk Hogan, racist and Trumpist. That's like what a combination.
I think you can't be one without the other.
Yeah,
they're not exclusive.
True. So I remember we talked about this so long ago that I kind of assumed that what this news story had already happened, and that is that the Todd Phillips directed, Chris Hemsworth starring Hulk Hogan biopic that was supposed to be coming to Netflix isn't happening anymore.
It's done. It's off the slate.
I think essentially because Todd Phillips did that Joker film, which is, until Deadpool a couple of weeks ago was the highest earning R-rated movie of all time.
I think what happened is Todd Phillips accidentally got really famous.
Yeah, the sequel's about to come out, which I'm sure will do brilliantly as well.
Yes, it will.
And why would Chris Hemsworth want to associate himself with
Hulk Hogan,
aforementioned problematic steroid freak?
Yeah.
So it basically is not happening.
Okay.
Phillips told Variety, "I love what we were trying to do, but that's not going to come together for me." Hogan himself on a recent podcast also said it was scrapped. He said, I'm not going to try and do the voice.
Go on.
No. It was a situation where business-wise, Netflix kind of missed the date as far as a business situation. Brother.
Okay, so it's Netflix's fault.
Maybe. Maybe. My life rights and stuff are somewhere else now.
So something's still happening potentially, or...
Oh, yeah, but it'll be like I hope it's like the Hallmark version. And it's like... Tom Phillips directs it.
With Luke Hemsworth.
Yeah, it'd have to be the least famous Hemsworth.
Luke Hemsworth plays him.
Book it, fine.
Hallmark Hogan.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
Oh, well, never mind.
Okay.
Bad things happen to bad people sometimes.
So...
Oh.
How about... Oh, that's interesting. Adam has just clicked on the link for the next news story, which was, I will point out, from actually Netflix's website.
Yeah.
And it now says the page doesn't exist.
Yep. Are you lost?
Do you think that means they've withdrawn the news?
Sounds like it.
I can basically tell you what it was.
The name of the site is still there.
Oh.
But the actual website, the news story itself has been taken down.
Well, essentially, a trailer for a Netflix game.
Oh.
Which means they must be excited. And the game in question, which I think is coming in October, is Squid Game, the game. Squid Game Unleashed is the name of it. And I did actually watch the trailer earlier. I'm sure it's still out there if you go and find it. And it looks like Netflix's take on what was the game that was really popular a couple of years ago with the little guys, and there's like 80 of you in a race, and then you all get knocked out bit by bit.
Fall Guys.
Yes, Fall Guys. It looked like that, but with a Squid Game skin on it.
Oh, okay.
And this is coming to Netflix. I think it's October, a couple of months' time.
If it's still coming.
Yes, or maybe the date's changed or something.
Maybe something's changed because that news
But I
story
can
no
assure
longer
you,
exists.
that was a story when I put these all together.
The URL of the website still says it, but the page itself is not there.
So look out for Squid Game Unleashed, or don't. I mean, who knows what's happening? But yes, that was very much the vibe of it.
Okay.
And it will be multiplayer. I think it's at 35. So you start with 35 and you get knocked out. So it's Netflix's first. I think that would be their first go at a sort of like a big multiplayer game.
It would be. Yeah, MMO.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Cool. Okay. Interesting.
Let's see what happens there. That's all the Netflix news.
Good news. That was a lot of
loads
Netflix
of stuff
news.
coming.
That's the most Netflix news we've had in ages.
Yeah.
There needs to be a lot of stuff coming because there's not a lot about at the minute. I was looking through Netflix the other day.
Yeah.
There's not a lot going for it.
There's a few movies I want to get to there that they've put on, but in terms of originals,
yeah.
I mean, we'll get to it later. I think that Receiver documentary is pretty much anything I've watched on Netflix.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything on Netflix for ages.
From a series point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So let's move on to movie news, and I think I read this and I was like, I feel like I joke about this film. I don't know what. I think it was when we were talking about Jon Voight at the end of last season.
Yes.
And I'm surprised that this sequel is on its way, and then I'm doubly surprised at who is linked to be in this sequel. So I think the seminal late 90s action movie Anaconda sticks in a lot of people's minds. I think it was one of J-Lo's first Hollywood movies.
Yeah, it probably was, to be fair.
With the aforementioned Jon Voight. That's getting a sequel at Sony.
Right.
Anaconda 2. Squeeze harder, I don't know. You have that title. Anaconda. But maybe more surprising than that, because, okay, there's nothing wrong with doing a movie about a fucking massive snake.
I'm imagining straight to video, nobody massively in it.
How about Paul Rudd and Jack Black teaming up?
Okay.
To fight a massive snake.
Colour me intrigued.
And also written by the team behind The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Okay, this isn't getting interesting now.
Yeah. So what's their take on this?
That's really interesting, isn't it? What a strange property to take on for all four of those people.
Deadline is again reporting that this is almost a go. Sony Pictures themselves had no comment when asked about it.
Right.
But Paul Rudd and Jack Black is quite the partnership.
Quite the partnership. Quite the team.
Yeah. Get them in the jungle. 1997
Okay.
was the original movie.
Jack Black loves a jungle movie.
He does, doesn't he? As much as The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, that sounds fun. I haven't seen Anaconda in years.
No.
I need to watch it. Maybe when that comes out, we watch the first one.
Okay, fine. You will have a
We might have a couple of years.
headed snake night movie.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Weirdest story of the week,
Okay.
I think, is I don't know if you've picked up on this, the mess around the Francis Ford Coppola Megalopolis trailer.
No, I did see that the trailer had been released,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen the trailer.
So obviously this is his first movie for years and years, which he has financed mostly himself. He's had to sell, I don't know, 3 of his vineyards that he pulls in millions and millions of dollars for. And it's got quite the cast. Adam Driver, amongst others.
Yeah, there's loads of people.
It screened at Cannes, didn't get a great reaction. And the sort of early reviews are that this movie is a bit of a mess.
Right.
So, kind of playing on those rumours, I guess, Lionsgate decided to cut and release a new trailer this week. And you know how in a lot of trailers you'll get, they'll put the glowing reviews or the snippet from some of the big publications.
Yeah, 5 stars says
a thrilling journey.
Yeah.
They did the opposite. So
right.
they pulled some snippets from pertaining to be from some of Coppola's classic movies. So reviews of The Godfather, Apocalypse Now.
Right.
Basically from when they said from when they were released and these movies were badly reviewed or misunderstood upon release. And they're going for, well, look at these movies now. They're considered classics of all time.
Right.
And that's kind of the pitch they were doing in this trailer.
Right.
Basically, they put these bad reviews.
People thought these movies were great, but look at them now.
Yeah. So basically, I guess ignore what you're hearing about.
That's an interesting way to go.
Only it turns out the quotes that they'd put up about The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, weren't true. So they've pulled the whole trailer.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a huge fuck up.
Well, it's so weird. So weird. They quoted a Village Voice review of The Godfather. It was, again, like I say, put in as part of the trailer. The Godfather, a sloppy, self-indulgent movie. Apparently it was never said. The New Yorker, diminished by its artsiness. A review of Apocalypse Now calling it hollow at its core.
Wow.
And none of them were true quotes.
How has that happened?
Yeah.
You think somebody's asked an AI, can you find some
I don't know.
bad reviews of The Godfather?
I don't know.
And it's just made some up.
I don't know.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
A Lionsgate spokesperson said in a statement, Lionsgate is immediately recalling our trailer for Megalopolis. We offer our sincere apologies to the critics involved and to Francis Ford Coppola and American Zoetrope for this inexcusable error in our vetting process. We screwed up and we are sorry.
Wow. That's unusual for a movie studio to apologise for something as well. That's really strange.
It's so weird.
Very weird. What a weird story. Okay, interesting. Next.
Well, Hollywood needs its new sports crossover star.
Does it?
LeBron James did so well in Space Jam.
Yeah, it went really well there.
Yeah. So how about Mr. Taylor Swift?
Okay.
Himself, Travis Kelce.
What's he up to?
He is in talks to headline his first lead role in a movie.
Right.
Yeah. Again, also for Lionsgate, funnily enough, an action comedy called Loose Cannons.
I was confused.
It's under the guidance of Chad Stahelski, who was the director of the first John Wick movie.
Okay.
And he is producing it with Jason Spitz from his own producing company. And the premise of the action comedy is that in this world that this movie is set in, every police precinct has a crazy, out of control, rule breaking officer on staff.
Right.
It's a fairly standard trope, isn't it, for a cop movie? But in this movie, rather than pairing them with a straight arrow by the book partner, both cops are unhinged.
Okay.
Hence the movie Loose Cannons.
So you get two cops, crazy cops together.
Yes.
See what happens.
In this movie, two loose cannons are forced to partner up after their precincts merge due to budget cuts, and no one wants to work with the other. The duo end up taking on cases no one else can. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the script is described as having tones of Lethal Weapon, Bad Boys, and Rush Hour.
Okay. I like the idea. I like the premise. I like those 3 films, but I would maybe cast an actor in them.
Okay.
Fine.
One of the other producers credits Role Models.
Right.
That's all right, isn't it?
Standard.
Office Christmas Party.
Right.
Which was the Jason Bateman.
Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, I think so. A couple of Adam Sandler films, including Pixels.
Oh dear.
And This Means War, which is a rom-com with Tom Hardy, Chris Pine, and Reese Witherspoon. Yeah. Will that come to fruition?
No. Maybe.
Travis Kelce's going to need to be surrounded by proper
actors,
surely.
You need a big name to play the other screw-up.
Yeah.
Who you cast, but you need somebody who's going to be able to carry the movie.
Yeah. He's the stunt casting.
Yeah.
Who's going to be
Who's a good screw-up? Jason Mantzoukas?
It's not a big enough name, is it?
No, probably not.
I think if it was 15 years ago, it's got Sean William Scott's name all over it.
Bring him back. Let's bring him back.
It's got to be his time, surely.
No, it will be, don't you? Jason Biggs.
He's too busy doing that baking show on Netflix.
True.
Okay, just a couple more stories.
Next.
Ian McKellen's been talking about the fall he had.
Oh, yeah, when he fell off the stage.
When he fell off the stage a couple of months ago.
Pretty scary.
Playing John Falstaff in the West End. He has basically said in an interview this week that he thinks he may owe his life to the fact that he was wearing a fat suit for the part.
Oh, really?
And that his injuries were much less severe than they could have been. I mean, it still sounds pretty horrific. McKellen said, what happened was I tripped on a newspaper prop on the stage and fell off the stage right into the front row of the audience. I ended up chipping several vertebrae and fracturing my wrist.
Wow.
And the injuries are not yet healed. I've tried to avoid going out too much since because I'm nervous that someone might bump into me, and I am still dealing with agonising pain in my shoulders. But I think the fat suit I wore saved my ribs and many other joints, so I am considering myself very lucky.
Wow.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Horrible. I hope it doesn't put him off.
Living legend.
Going out more and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to just... At his age, you can't be just sitting at home doing nothing.
No, exactly.
It's never good.
Yeah.
Get well soon, Ian.
Yeah, 100%, absolutely. And the final story of the week.
And I hope the woman you fell on stops suing you, because she's supposed to be suing you.
Really?
Yeah. The woman, I've read that somewhere. Not
him
long after
directly?
Him or the theatre, I can't remember. But she caught him, and now she's suing. I did read that. It wasn't long after it happened. I've not heard anything since. I did see this news story.
So I think we've fell foul of the moderators on Reddit before.
We have.
Most people have, haven't they?
I got banned from Reddit once.
So did Fede Alvarez, the director of Alien Romulus.
Yes, I saw that.
He was banned from the Alien subreddit for impersonating Fede Alvarez.
because people on Reddit don't believe that the real world exists.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Which he found very funny. And he was permanently banned from the subreddit. Brilliant.
It's so funny.
Sure, this happens all the time. He even shared the tweet saying, "Yes, you have been permanently banned from participating in r/LV426 because you violate community rules." Yeah.
Permanently banned as well. That's crazy. Is that when
he was literally on there answering fan questions?
Yeah, but somebody just must have reported it that it wasn't him. It's like when Charlie Chaplin came second in a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest. It's the same vibe, isn't it?
Total vibe, yeah.
That's really funny.
And that's all the news.
That's all the news. I've got a little bit of news. I don't know if you've
Lovely.
seen this. You know that cryptic tweet from Stephen King
Oh,
came out
yes.
last week? There's been 3 or 4 more since then.
Has that?
Dark Tower related.
Okay.
And then I think it was Monday or Tuesday of this week. Do you remember Glenn Mazzano? Is that his name? He wrote a script and he had a pilot made for the Dark Tower TV show.
He was, certainly for a while, a season or 2, his show ran The Walking Dead.
He did,
in its
yes.
good days.
And he'd written a pilot and filmed the pilot for the Dark Tower
He'd got
TV
a whole
show.
plan for the...
This week, the script for that pilot has leaked.
Oh, has it?
Or has been released by him.
Oh,
nobody quite knows.
Yeah.
But I'm about halfway through it, and it's all right. So I'm a little bit disappointed.
Send me the link.
I'll send you the link to it. It's a 64-page script, I think, for the pilot. I'm about halfway through. The first bit is perfect.
I remember listening to the podcast, the Kingcast, back in the day, and he
one of those guys died.
Yeah, I know.
That's really sad.
He basically said he'd spent 18 months of his life working on it.
Yeah, like 10 years working on it and then filming it and making it.
Actually, once he got the go ahead, like
the
18 months
the pilot's
solid.
out there. It's not. I don't think it's available to watch, but people have seen it.
Yeah,
and then it just got canned. Like boom, done, gone. But yeah, the script for the pilot episode's been released. I'm about halfway through. It's quite good so far. So I don't think that's what King was getting at, but there's lots of Dark Tower stuff going on at the minute.
Yeah, well, we know that
lots of Dark
Mike
Tower
Flanagan has talked about it before. And
I think King's going back.
Oh, you think he's going back to write more?
That's where I'm, because there's been like 4 or 5 tweets in a few days now, and one of them said
fill a gap in somewhere.
One of them
else,
said something like "It's calling me" or "The Crimson King is calling me" or something. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something's happening Dark Tower wise, and I'm excited. But yeah, I'll send you that link if anybody else wants it. I'll send it as well.
Nice. Good
times. Right. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've not really watched much this week.
No, busy week.
I've had, some late nights,
school holidays,
working, and
lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, so
the
only thing, like I previously mentioned, I've watched a couple more episodes of Receiver.
Yes,
that's it. I've literally had a couple of hours this
Fun.
week.
It's fun. We've all got busy lives, Nick. Don't worry.
How about you?
I think I've given up on The Boys.
Oh, okay.
I was watching episode 4 of the new series the other day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think I'm done with this.
It happens. Why? What? You don't have to give spoilers, but what was it?
There was nothing in particular that made me finish it.
I'm just don't need any more.
Yeah, and it's a real shame because I used to really enjoy The Boys, and I just think it's fallen off a little bit. And they just seem to do nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
And then all you're doing is waiting for Anthony Starr to come back on the screen the whole time when he's not on it. And then they'll do something really shocking in an episode to then make you think, oh, that was quite good, and then I'll watch the next one. It just seems to have this like shock factor. They seem to have fallen into that trap now. So I think I'm done with it.
Okay.
So I'll keep you informed on if I do go back to it. I'm going to sneeze.
I can tell you're building up.
I've watched quite a lot more of actually.
Yes.
The game we played last week and the TV show I've been watching.
Yeah.
And then I watched a film on Saturday night.
Nice.
Called No Way Up.
What's that? I feel like I know what that is.
It's it's number 7 in the charts on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
At the minute, so
that's probably where I've seen the name.
As top of the stream as it gets on Amazon, I guess. Oh, that's really annoying me. It's a shark movie.
I've seen it. Yes, and I think I saw the trailer. I think it might have had a small cinematic release.
Yes, I think it did.
The plane crashes.
There's a plane crash with a few people on board into the ocean. Most people die.
Yeah.
The side of the plane rips off. The plane crashes into the ocean. Most people die. Some people towards the back of the plane survive.
Sure.
I think 7, maybe. Plane's sitting on an angle in the ocean like this.
Yeah.
So the the water fills the plane up, but there's an air bubble at the back of the plane.
Is.
There's these 7 people are stuck in the galley at the back of the plane with the last maybe 2 rows of seats.
Yeah.
What do they do? And then some sharks start swimming in.
Sharks are on the
Start
plane.
eating the people who died.
Sharks on a plane.
Sharks on a plane. I didn't hate it.
Yeah,
It's
a
badly reviewed on IMDb. It's like 4. It's bottom of the stream level. It's like 4 point something.
Right.
I thought it was okay. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was quite tense at parts. There's a little kid in it that's quite tense because you're like, well, I hope the little kid survives. The kid's their granddad doesn't survive. That's not a spoiler. But
the problem is, right, where you talk about that being a 4 point something on IMDb, is that most people will review it in the scope of watching normal movies.
Yes.
Those
100%.
people have never watched Shark Lake.
Exactly. Or Freak Show.
And gone, actually, this is probably about a 6.
I'd love to get somebody who reviews it as a 4 and then go, right, this is Freak Show. What's this? If that's a 4, what's this?
Because this is 0.9, 0.6 lower than
Yeah, just
what you've
less
given
than half a point.
that. Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
Okay.
I genuinely felt like, how the hell are these people going to get out of this? And it was like, it was tense.
Yeah.
And I quite enjoyed it. So I would recommend
Switch the
it.
plane
It's
back
like-
on, fly it out.
Yeah, no, you can't. It's got a hole in and it's full of water.
There's your problem.
I mean, there was some coincidences in there that were a bit really.
Yeah.
Like there was some passengers who were scuba divers, so
Oh,
there happened
no,
to be some
perfect.
scuba gear in the hold. That was handy. It was fine. It's a silly little plane crash movie. I enjoyed it. Thought it was good.
Nice.
I think that's it though. I think that is
Okay.
all I've watched this week.
That's fine.
Yeah, I've still not been to the cinema, and that cinema's going to be gone soon, and so I need to go to the cinema at some point. What do you want to do next? Should we do Caught in the Net, and then I think you've got a game.
Yes, I'm going to throw the game from last week back at you.
We're playing Bots Actually again.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's literally finish off exactly the same as we did last week then. Let's talk about Caught in the Net. What did we catch in our net?
So this week, Caught in the Net is our feature where we play a different Netflix game
Yes.
every week.
Yep.
And this week you chose,
I did.
I think, our first puzzle game, as in the sort of Tetris style.
Yeah, match-3 puzzle games.
Match-3 puzzle game. Yeah. And it was the Stranger Things tie-in.
Yeah, I went Netflixy.
Yeah.
Netflix games, Netflix TV show. Stranger Things Puzzle Tales?
Yeah, something
I
like
think
that.
that's what it's called.
I don't know what I can say, positive or negative.
Yeah.
I feel there's a million of these games out there.
Yeah, there are.
It's just got the Stranger Things.
It's a match-free,
skin.
match the tiles, break the blocks game wrapped up in an RPG, I guess.
You have to defeat
you're playing
monsters opposite you.
by getting points from knocking these things down.
Yeah.
But then you've got all your your Stranger Things characters that you have to pick a team of at the beginning. And they've got special powers to get you more points.
You have to level your guys up because the enemies get harder every level.
Yeah, and you have to level up. So there's a progression system there. I just thought it was really easy. And I don't know if I've not played it enough for it to get hard yet. But I've leveled the guys up quite a lot.
Yeah, I think last time I played it I think last night. I think I lost my first battle.
Okay, I haven't lost a battle yet. I don't know if I've got as far as you,
but I think I probably took the wrong approach in hindsight because I think I've got 4 or 5 of the main squad, so like one of each character type.
Yeah.
Up to about level 20.
Yeah, I'm about.
And then I've got about 15 other characters that I'm slowly leveling. Well, I probably should have just thrown all my eggs in one basket.
You can sell them for extra supplies or whatever.
And if you get duplicates, you can merge them together and get more points. There's all that sort of. There's loads of this sort of.
Yeah, there
thing
are.
out there.
I don't know. It doesn't.
It's
really...
got the music. It's got the likenesses.
Yeah, it's got a nice art style.
Yeah.
The graphics are good. I couldn't really get into it because I thought, well, I'm just.
I'm not.
through
It won't still be on my phone next week.
No, it won't be on mine either. It's not even a very good match-free puzzle game because it's not hard. It's not like Candy Crush where it's fun and different power-ups appear and all that sort of thing. It's not that.
No.
But and I think the least powerful character in it was 11. She didn't seem to do anything. So I don't know.
It was fine. It
is what it is.
Like I say, you can pick 20 of this type of game off it. They're everywhere.
Yes. Agreed. Should we stick it in our
Yeah.
stream table?
What are you thinking?
Stream table. I think it's not as good as. It's definitely worse than Before Your Eyes.
Yeah.
There. Just after Before Your Eyes, I think.
Okay.
Do you agree?
I'd probably have it one lower, but I played more of the
You did
Curse of the Golden
I
Idol.
just thought that was. It's weird because I thought that was far too hard, and yet this one's far too easy.
I think that's. I think where you're putting it is really reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we put it 6?
6 out of 11 of the games we've played. Whoa.
Played 11.
It was the 11th game.
That is weird. That is 6 in our table. The table will be here somewhere.
Cool. So I've chosen a game for next
Yes,
week.
it's next turn to pick. What have you picked?
I have chosen our first driving game.
Oh, okay. I'm not very good at driving
No,
games.
me neither. I don't really like them.
Okay. Great shout.
But I thought, we're not doing a driving game. Let's give it a go.
Okay.
I have chosen Asphalt Extreme.
Asphalt Extreme.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we know what we have? Is it just a racing game?
I think so, yeah. Just race and drive.
Okay.
I don't know if it's timed or...
We're against other people?
Against other people.
Bots?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know nothing about it.
I know nothing.
We'll go and give it a go.
Asphalt Extreme.
Asphalt. We don't use that.
No.
That.
But then Tarmac
word over
Extreme
here.
doesn't sound the
No,
same,
it doesn't,
does it? Extreme Tarmac.
Yeah. Sounds like a YouTube channel where
Yeah, it does.
for road workers. Lovely bit of tarmac.
Asphalt Extreme.
Tarmac's a brand, isn't it? Anyway,
Is it?
Is it? I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
I've said that, and I've got literally no idea.
It might be.
I actually don't think it might. I think it might not be.
I know it's short for Tarmac Adam. That's the full
Is
word.
your Scottish?
That's my
relative?
Scottish name. That's the full word.
Okay.
There is a company called Tarmac, but I don't know if it's
I don't know.
theirs.
I don't. I've spent too much time on this. I don't even care.
I don't know, and I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right, I think we've done a wave pretty much there, haven't we?
Pretty much. So I have got since you did.
Oh yeah, I was going to end the show.
You
then.
did round 1 last week.
Yes.
I have got round 2 of Bots Actually.
Okay.
Which is a play, just to remind you, or if you didn't see us last week, a play on the dropout game, Actually.
Yeah, so go on.
No, you go.
In Actually, the host will read out facts about a pop culture franchise with something in there is incorrect, and the contestants have to guess what's wrong and what the correct thing is for a point.
Yeah.
So we've modified that game to Bots movie synopsises. I assume that's what
Yeah,
you've done.
yeah.
So Nick's going to read out some synopses of movies we've done on the show, but he's changed one small fact, and then I have to guess 1, what's wrong, and 2, if I can get the right.
So you get a
thing
point
instead. Yeah.
if you guess what is wrong
Yeah.
in the statement, and you get a bonus point
Yeah.
if you guess
What the correct
what
thing is.
it should be.
Yes.
So there's
Nick got 9 points last week.
yeah. So I've got 5 things.
Okay, you had 6, so
Oh, okay, fine.
that's fine.
So I got 9 out of 12.
You got 9 out of 12.
Well, I just presumed you did 10.
I don't know why I did 6.
So you've got 5 movies, so there's
Okay.
10 points up for grabs.
I did think when I was editing that episode, I'd got the completely wrong film.
Yes.
I should have just gone with that and gone.
Yeah, that was the
That was
most
the wrong-
confusing part to me.
I should have just gone. Yeah, actually, that's the synopsis for The Invisible Guest, not Secret Obsession. I should have played it off as if I wasn't the one making the mistake there. Hopefully, Nick's got synopsises for all the correct
I
films.
think so.
Okay.
I did do this sitting on a picnic bench today
Okay.
when I didn't have very good signal,
Fine.
but I think it will come together.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Tell me the film, read me the synopsis. Let's go.
So,
Number 1.
Number 1 is The Lost Patient, last season's
Okay.
stream table winner.
This one does not stick in my brain, but okay.
38-year-old Thomas wakes up in a hospital after 3 years in a coma. He doesn't remember anything. The psychologist Anna tells him that his family has been murdered and that he's the only survivor of the massacre, while his sister Laura is still missing.
Actually, he isn't 38?
Correct.
Okay. He feels like a lot younger than that. Why would you pick 38? Actually, he's 28?
No.
Oh.
He's 19.
Oh.
Doubled it.
Oh, you doubled it. I knew you'd have done something there. Okay.
Okay.
As soon as you said 38, I was like, well, that's the incorrect fact.
I'm starting you off.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm quite pleased I've got
Slowly.
1, if I'm honest.
Okay, you ready for number 2?
Ready for number 2.
Christmas Break-In.
Okay, that was the Home Alone thing.
It was.
Okay.
Izzy is an energetic 9-year-old. Overscheduled and running late, Izzy's parents can't pick her up on time on the last day of school before Christmas break. A blizzard complicates the matter, but not as much as a pair of bad guys who are freezing in an ice cream truck. The school's head teacher is kidnapped by the intruders, and it's up to Izzy to save the day.
Fuck.
This is a deep cut.
That is a
movie.
deep cut.
I'm pretty sure you've never thought of this
I don't
movie
think I thought about it since
we
the
did
day
the
we did
podcast.
it. I want to say, actually, it isn't the head teacher.
Correct.
It was the janitor.
Correct. Spot on. It was Danny Glover.
It was Danny Glover.
Because she was friends with the janitor.
There was also 2 guys and a woman, I think, as the bad guys.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Okay. Good.
3 points.
Yes. Okay, let's go with number 3. Redemption of a Rogue.
Okay.
Jimmy carries a rucksack around with him containing the gun he plans to shoot himself with. He returns home to the fictional town of Ballylow, to the cold, austere beauty of West Cavan to seek salvation for the sins committed in the past before he says goodbye. I will have butchered the Irish names, but they're not the issue.
Can you read it again?
Jimmy carries a rucksack around with him containing the gun he plans to shoot himself with. He returns home to the fictional town of Ballylow, to the cold, austere beauty of West Cavan to seek salvation for the sins he committed in the past before saying goodbye.
I genuinely have got no idea on this one. Actually doesn't carry a rucksack around?
That's half a point.
Actually doesn't carry anything around with him.
No, I think I give you half a point.
Actually he doesn't own
It's not a rucksack. That is correct.
It's not a rucksack.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've actually changed 2 things.
you have changed 2 things. And it's something to do with the rucksack.
It's the next bit after the
The
rucksack.
gun. He does. Actually, he doesn't own a gun.
Correct. You can have a point for that.
I don't know though. What does he own? What does he try and kill himself with then? Actually, he was going to hang himself.
Correct.
Oh, that is, my brain is hurting.
Well done. Does the scene where the kids find him? Remember, and he
Yes.
tries to.
Yes.
It should have been Jimmy carries a leather black doctor's bag around with him containing the rope he plans to hang himself with.
Okay. I don't remember him having a bag. To be honest, you got about halfway through that synopsis before I even remember what the film was. So what was that? 5 points now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. The next one is You Are Not My Mother. In a Glasgow housing estate, Shah's mother goes missing. When she returns, Shah is determined to uncover the truth of her disappearance and unearth the dark secrets of her family.
Actually, that film's not set in Glasgow.
Correct.
Where is that film set? Is it actually set in Dublin?
Correct.
Oh, that is a
Well
proper
done.
guess.
Well done.
Wow.
I'm impressed.
Thank
That
you.
is-
I'm
like,
quite
that is-
impressed with myself.
You have reached deep
I have.
to find that one.
I
think.
really have.
Okay, last one.
Okay.
If you get these, you'll have a 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's better than 9 out of 12.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Humanoids from the deep.
Oh my God.
After a new cannery brings salmon to a seaside town in the Pacific Northwest, a species of mysterious mutated sea creatures begin killing the men and raping the women. I've got to say, I have really been I think I've been a bit nasty here.
Right, okay.
Like, it's proper difficult.
Can you read it again?
After a new cannery brings salmon to a seaside town in the Pacific Northwest, a species of mysterious mutated sea creatures begins killing the men and raping the women. The movie is Humanoids
Another one which
from
I've
the Deep.
not thought about since we watched it. Actually, it's not salmon.
What is it?
Tuna?
You're not quite there. It is salmon.
It is salmon.
Yeah. The error is about where you're looking, though.
It's not actually, it's not a cannery.
No,
No, it's definitely a cannery.
definitely
I
a
remember
cannery.
it being a cannery.
It's something about the salmon.
Something about the salmon.
Yeah.
Smoked salmon?
Yeah. Just whacking out smoked salmon in the sea.
Scottish salmon. I have no idea. I don't know.
After a new cannery introduces scientifically augmented salmon.
Come on. I was never getting that. I get a point there, surely.
You picked up where the error was.
Yeah.
I'll give you a point. 8 out of 10. That's really good.
I'm impressed with myself.
That's
I've
really
been
good.
worried about that all week. I thought I'm
Yeah.
just going to get 0.
That's good.
Do you know what? We might play that again next week. I might do another round next week. I really enjoy playing that game.
That's a good game.
It is a good game.
We could tennis it.
Just every other week.
No, I mean like in the week.
Both do so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
let's do
first to
that.
3 or something.
Let's do that.
So like
We'll do
have
that.
few prepared each.
We'll prepare 6 each.
You ask me one, I ask
Who
you.
gets the most wins.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that next week.
Yeah.
Let us know if you're not enjoying it and we'll stop.
Fine,
But we're really enjoying
We'll
it.
just
so
do it
it's
off
fine.
camera. It's fine.
Yeah. Cool. I think that's a wave done. Not
Sure
a wave.
is.
It's not called the wave.
No,
it hasn't been called the wave for weeks now.
No.
Apologies.
Much time.
That is the show done. All we really should talk about is the film we're watching on Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely. Come back on Thursday. Find us wherever you find your podcast as we talk about a movie which you can find in the UK on Amazon Video.
Amazon Prime.
It's Ape Canyon.
It is indeed Ape Canyon. It's only 73 minutes long.
It's a Bigfoot movie.
It's a Bigfoot movie.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a Bigfoot movie. So yeah, we're going to go and talk about that now. So we'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Bye.